What's up, YouTube? I have not filmed or uploaded a video in 2 weeks, and I have my last real time that you guys saw me was when I traveled to Las Vegas in July. So it's been a while. I just wanted to update you guys. My semester started. I'm a senior at a university, and my major is elementary education, specifically the pre-K to 4 range. And right now I'm in what's called my professional semester. And what that is it's a special program that my college has. A semester is normally 14 weeks long, and 7 of those weeks you have all of your classes, like that would normally be 14 weeks long, accelerated into 7 weeks long, which means it's basically like higher pace, and all of your content that you normally learn over 14 weeks is smushed into 7 weeks. And then the other half, the last 7 weeks, I am in the field, in a classroom, getting hands-on experience and learning how to, run a classroom. So I have been super stressed. I've had so much work. On Mondays, I have 8 hours of class, and I have just been crazy. But I finally feel like after 2 weeks of doing all of that I have gotten everything under control, and that I just wanted to put that first and really just get back in the groove of things and just get used to that. I'm sure you guys know what that's like. I've also started a new training program that I created for myself, and I think it's been going very well. During the summer, I started to learn how to deadlift more, do more powerlifting type movements, and I think I just fell in love with that style of lifting versus bodybuilding. Beginning of summer, like, I did not know how to deadlift. I tried so hard to deadlift, but I did not do it right. I used like the wrong technique and everything. I pulled with my upper body and didn't use my legs. But over the summer, I worked really hard on being able to deadlift, and I have to say deadlifting is probably my favorite movement now. I occasionally squat. I love powerlifting now. That is like a huge passion of mine. My glute training program, because I really want to grow my glutes. I'm currently in a bulking phase, and my split right now is I do 3 leg days a week. I do 1 leg press. I'll usually focus more on squat. The second day is a glute and deadlift focus, and I really go heavy on the deadlifts. And then on my third day, I do deadlifts, but not as heavy, more higher rep, where on the higher weight day I do lower rep. And then this, I just really focus on my strength. I get lots of high reps. I do a lot of glute training. I do accessory work for my glutes that day, and it has been working tremendously. I'll actually show you guys a transformation picture that I took. The first picture is from the beginning of the summer, and then the second picture is from after. It was taken probably a week ago, for my transformation, and this is the picture. And as you can see, this side, don't mind me in my underwear, but this side I am pretty much flat, and then this side I am just developing my glutes more. They seem just a little more perky. Now obviously I'm not gonna have a huge butt, but after that time, but I've been seeing results. I've gotten my deadlift PR up to 205 pounds. My last video of my deadlift PR was 180, and I just really fell in love with strength training, and just really I love the feeling of hitting a new PR and being able to lift something heavy. It is just so empowering. But today I'm going to show you a typical heavy leg day for me. This is a day 2 of my glute training, of my 3 days a week that I do legs. So this is my heavy deadlift and my glute work, so I will show you that later in the video. But I just wanted to update you guys. I've also been working a couple jobs too. I'm just going to eat a snack. PE Science chocolate cupcake. I got it when it was released, in the summer-ish. I just never honestly tried it. I don't know why I've had it. I just don't reach for protein a lot. And oh my gosh, Snickerdoodle is my favorite to make in waffles, but that, I was eating it the other day, and it was ridiculous how good it was. Currently snacking on this red pair. I'm in that point of my life where I have to wear businessy slash teachery clothes. What's up, YouTube? Today I'm going to do an in-depth explanation of my deadlifting form and my glute program. Here I'm doing banded squats, and later you'll see me do crab walks, and this is important for glute activation. And glute activation is important because when you want to focus on growing your glutes, you want to make sure you are activating them, and so you can use them in your workouts that you want to do. And here I am doing my sumo deadlifts. This is a warm-up of 115 pounds. Now, as you see, my back is completely straight, and you want your legs to be a little bit wider than shoulder width and your toes pointed outwards. With sumo deadlifts, you don't want to be scraping your knees like you would in a conventional deadlift. It should be going right past them. And the biggest part is making sure you have your back straight in deadlifts. Any form of deadlifts, you want to have your back completely straight, and you want to focus on using your legs. Now, sometimes I think about focusing my form on my heels or my weight in my heels, and that's what I drive the floor part. This is a really hard concept for me to get at first, but you really need to focus on driving the floor part with your heels and making sure you begin your squat for your deadlift at parallel. Now, as you can see here, I'm squeezing my glutes, and you see my butt make this really ugly look. That is how you want to squeeze your glutes. You want to squeeze your glutes in any glute exercise, whether it be squats, deadlifts, because if you aren't squeezing them, then you aren't activating the muscle that you want to use, and when you squeeze them, it really helps use your glutes, and that's what you want. Whatever lift you're doing is to activate the muscle that you want to grow and you want to target, which is the mind-muscle connection, which took a while for me to learn. That almost fell out of my hands. What I saw squatting was literally squatting that one day. It was like this. Oh, am I parallel? Oh, almost. Yeah, you hit it. And I was just like watching, and I was just like, this isn't parallel.
I feel like rude making fun of people. Like I normally keep it to myself, but the fact that like you know and you talk, like you notice it too, I'm like.
Next are stiff leg deadlifts with some dumbbells, and for this I go heavier, and that's when I feel it. And you want to keep your leg straight with a slight bend in the knee, and you want to push your butt back, and that's where you should feel it in your underbutt and your hamstrings. Currently mid-workout, and I am kind of dead because it's the end of the day and I have a lot of classes on a day like today, on Wednesday. Normally I do this during my 2.5-hour break during the day, but we decided to do it at night, and we are going to do glute hip thrust now, and I am dying. Happy little leg buddy that we do legs like every week. Right, new hip thrust.
Work, some booty work.
Next, we are doing glute hip thrust with the barbell. This can be challenging at first, but you have to get used to it, and then once you do, it's a lot more effective than using the Smith machine, in my opinion. You could also use a loaded bar. The only thing with loaded bars is you can't go as heavy as you could with the barbell. And for these, you just want to make sure you have a pad on the bar so you don't hurt any of your hips or your pelvic bone, and you want to squeeze up with your glutes. And this is such a weird position to do at the gym. It took a while for me to get comfortable to do it, but once I have, I've just been doing it. And today we did lighter on the glute hip thrust and would do heavier on Friday. And we are just doing 65 pounds here. And a tip for me is as you can see, I'm lifting my toes, and that is to put all of my weight and emphasis on my heels. And that will get you great glute and hamstring activation. the workout?
Fantastic, as always.
Thanks for working out with me again. Wait, can you do legs on like Friday or Saturday in the morning?
I can definitely do it Friday.